What I'm doing is I'm talking through my mask. I need to take off my mask because I'm sweltering. We're trying to adhere to the protocols of COVID. My name is Prolific B, and I'm bringing my show to you once again. That is Young and Prolific. This show is a platform for the young black youths, for you to actually have a voice and have an opinion. Because I always say that our parents talk at us, they don't talk to us. They don't listen to us. It's like it doesn't matter how old you are, they just feel that you are young and you don't have any opinion. So with me, I set up this platform for you guys to actually have a voice. So that anything that you say, they'll end up looking at you and thinking that, wow, my son is intelligent. Even though they do know, sometimes they don't really take that into consideration. Now, I've got two young guys here today. And I've got Junior and I've got Kwame, yeah?
Yep.
Kwame, how old are you?
I'm 13 years old.
Junior, how old are you?
14 years old.
Wow, today I'm getting them proper young. Seriously. Okay, thank you so much for coming to my show.
No problem.
What really, I know I invited you to come to the show and I told you to find a friend.
Yeah.
What made you want to come?
What made me want to come?
Yeah, you want to come.
I feel like this was a new opportunity for me to come and
Okay.
express myself, and it would help as well if I bring him along.
Okay.
So yeah,
But you've been friends for a while, yeah?
very well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So Kwame, what made you come down?
Well, when he asked,
Yes.
he's like, yo, which one of you want to come with
Yes,
me
say
to
yo.
talk show? And then my brother and our other friend Nathan were
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah.
And I was like, I might want to try something out like that.
All right,
So
cool.
I decided to agree with him on coming.
Thank you. What do you do? I know you are 13,
Yeah.
but have you got anything that you do?
Well, for my church, London Ghana,
Yes.
I am one of the key organists who play for them for the day. So like on Saturdays, Seventh-day Adventist, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's the church you go to?
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's how you play an organist. Okay. So, Junior, what do you do? Because I know you're 14, but you're really skilled. Yeah.
So I have my own clothing brand,
Okay.
and I also I've learned how to use Photoshop and make my own designs. So I basically do graphic designs as well, and I've used my graphic design skills to make my own clothing brand, make some designs. Now I have my clothing brand that you see here. I'm wearing.
Okay, what is the name of your clothing brand?
Little one.
Little one. How much are your t-shirts?
Well, this one is 15.
Okay.
And one is wearing 25.
Okay. Okay, what inspired you to start a clothing brand?
Well, one of my inspirations comes from like a family member who also has a clothing brand. He has one, I think, long time ago. I don't remember, but he started one, and I just asked him for help, and he's helped me. So yeah.
Okay. Kwame,
Yes.
what are your interests? Because I know as a 13-year-old, you've got a lot of time to enjoy your youth, but what are your interests? I know one of your interests is music.
Yeah. Apart from music, as everyone knows, as a young boy, sports, of course.
Okay. What sports do you play?
Well, basketball, I'm good at.
Oh, that's
Football,
brilliant.
I'm decent. Rugby. I know I look skinny and all, but like,
Yeah. That was what I was about to say, that you're not buff enough to play rugby.
I don't. I can do rugby. Yeah, I'm good at rugby, and yeah, those are the main three. Oh, in school we're studying dodgeballs though, so
Oh, okay.
might want to like get interested in that a bit more.
Okay, when we start, and you know, when you came, we were talking about music, and the moment you said you were interested in music, my thought automatically just went to R&B, and you said it started in gospel, yeah?
Yeah.
And then you said something that, what avenue did you want to take in music?
Classical.
And
Yeah.
I was quite surprised that why classical. Can you elaborate on that for me, please?
So, well, to be honest here, my teacher inspired me like classical. I should go with that. And then I was like, I don't know anything classical, seeing as I was brought up in gospel, right? So then she started giving me songs, making me listen to them, and making me try them out and all of that. And I was like, I understand why classical, because those other like genres and all of that, they acquire some like chords that you can't really like play with unless you actually watch a YouTube video or something like that.
Okay.
And look carefully at the fingers.
Okay.
But classical, you can learn how to like move your fingers about more fluently and everything like that. So I felt like it was the foundation of how I can get better with everything in piano.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Okay, with your t-shirt design, I know it's more artistic.
Yeah.
When you, what inspires you to actually make a design for your t-shirt?
Well,
Are you good in art?
a bit.
Okay.
I'm good at drawing.
Okay.
I wouldn't say like painting wise.
No, but drawing, yeah.
Yeah, then I'm okay.
What's your inspiration? What inspires you? You know, sometimes you can look at a design
Yeah.
and then you can say, oh, I want that for my t-shirt. What actually makes you go for that?
Well, I look at other people's designs and then I take inspiration from that. But usually from people who have like very big companies, so from like Nike or you know, Virgil. He's like a designer. He does Off-White and all of that. So I take inspiration to see how he does it. Also look at other fashion designers who've done it, and I do design tech for GCSE. So we have to learn that as our GCSE. So I also take inspiration from them as well.
Okay. You know, people do stuff and it's a hobby.
Yeah.
Why do you do, why did you go into the clothing line? When I say that, you know, there are people that they go in it to make money. People that, because I always say that to be able to become a success, you have to have different crafts.
Yeah.
But with you having your own clothing design, doesn't it give you some form of empowerment?
Yeah, it does. Because it feels like me myself. If let's say without COVID or if I wasn't in lockdown, I wouldn't think I had a COVID brand right now.
Okay.
Because I think
So you've got a COVID brand.
not COVID.
Oh no, what brand do you have? Because I thought you said
Clothing.
oh, clothing
Yeah,
brand. All right, cool. Because I was thinking, wow, I didn't know that they've got a COVID brand. Back it going.
Yeah. So back in last year, I didn't think that I could make a clothing brand if I wasn't even in lockdown. But because of lockdown, it's giving me new ideas to make a clothing brand.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So Kwame,
Yeah.
you know, we were talking about you being in school and what it's like being in Raynham, because you live in Raynham, yeah? So I was asking you that the culture, what is it like? Because I know, because we're talking about when you're young.
Yeah.
When you're young, you've got friends. Like when you're in nursery, everybody's lumped together. And then when you grow up, everybody sort of like divvies themselves up. I asked you that, is it intentional that you end up saying that black people migrate to black people, white people migrate to others? That what is it like in Raynham? Because I know there's predominantly Asian people in Raynham.
Yeah. So it's more natural that we split up into our races. Like it's because, as I said, we can find more things in common with each other than we can with others in races. Because like if we were to like, let's say a black person wants to go in a white group here, we would see that there's some differences between the races, and like we can't talk as smoothly as we can when we're with like our own groups.
Can you break that down for me, please? When you say you can't talk as smoothly, it's like you can't be yourself, basically.
Yeah.
How would you equate that? Or how would you break that down? Or is it jokes or things you say? Or
Yeah,
how
when-
you say things?
When we're young, our jokes here, they can also be like one of them, because I know my jokes here, sometimes let's say a teacher in my class is trying to think of a punishment, and then I just say in an African accent something like using a cane or something. I know my black friends would laugh, whilst the white ones are just they're in confusion. They don't really understand.
You know something? You've just brought something. Junior, I'm not leaving you out, but when you said this, I've got a friend, kind of like my sister-in-law's sister, that she said that she finds it very offensive when the young people tease them about their accent. And when they say stuff, when you say it as a joke, do you guys think that some of the parents find you offensive? Do you, because you guys are making a joke, because I know Nigerian people do, Ghanaian people do it. Sometimes I do it to my parents. I used to do it when they were, I used to do it to them.
I think if we look at because we're young, so we don't really think that ahead. We don't get offended.
No, but it's not you that is aimed at. It's aimed at your parents.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so even if you don't get offended, how can you get offended when you're the one that's laughing at
But
somebody?
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Because we don't get offended, we still make those jokes.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That how can you get offended when it's not aimed at you? Because I remember my friend said it's like they go somewhere and then she'll say something and they'll say, "Oh, mom," you know, in public. Oh, you can't say that, or like you know jokes.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you know that some of the parents find that demeaning? Because there's some of the parents that weren't born here.
Yeah.
There's some of the parents that is how they talk.
Yeah.
They understand because you find it funny. Because when like a Nigerian parent is like saying something to you, it's funny. So you're making a joke out of. Do you know that they find it offensive though?
No.
Yes, because they do. Because it's kind of like, and the reason why I say that is I'm going to flip the script now. It's kind of like when you lot are chatting and then you're saying something and your person is mimicking you. Wouldn't that irritate you?
Kind of, yeah.
There you go. So that is how they feel. Because sometimes they feel like you are disrespecting them. Because you guys find it as a joke. Because as you said, like if you guys sort of like you guys are joking, because somebody might be mimicking their parent. You understand me? And you're finding it funny. And I remember my friend was so livid because she was saying that they were on a platform, like a school platform, whereby the teachers, and it was only like the African kids that they were doing that to their parents. And then she was so livid. No, she really was. And she was thinking that, when you go on the show, please sort of like find out from the kids, because we find it very we find it very sad and very demeaning that we might not have the same accent, but we've got the same intelligence, just in a different accent. So now when you're doing that to your parent, what do you think about it?
Well, honestly, as I said in class, at the heat of the moment, when we find a chance to make a joke here, like we just straight away go with it without thinking further about like the after effects, because we just like, I don't know if it's to be funny, to get more clout or anything. We just try to like push that joke forward straight away before anyone else can. Because let's say someone else is delayed in saying it, I could quickly say it, and like it could be funny for the whole class or something like that. But yeah, and then when I say it, I don't really think like, oh, people are gonna find it offensive. I'm just thinking I'm gonna put.
You just want to make a joke, basically.
Yeah.
You're just trying to lighten up the mood.
Yeah.
But without thinking of the knock-on effect that it has, because and I think no, you see, you laugh. It's like, because with me, I used to do that, but until like this lady said it, I was kind of thinking.
Yeah.
You see, but that is what it is now. Coming back to you, you live in Hackney, yeah? Now, what is a culture like?
It's diverse.
Yeah, okay.
But you see that there's more people of black descent, so you see more Caribbeans and more Africans than you get as Caucasian people inside Hackney.
Okay.
I feel like coming to the old generation, they moved into Hackney more. So coming from Africa, coming from the Caribbean, there's more around the east side of London. So yeah.
Okay, in Hackney, with me, I've lived in South London. I've lived in Hackney. I live in Finsbury Park. You know, with me, I lived in South longer. No. Okay, I tell a lie. I've lived down at East more longer than because I was younger when I was in South London. Yeah. Okay. You know this postcode wars.
Yeah.
How real is it? Because I know that in Raynham, you lot don't have that kind of stuff. In East London, what is it like?
It's pretty real. I can't lie. I feel like if you go places such as Newham, it's more dangerous there compared because now it's like a civil war in Newham, like north side or south side.
A civil war.
Yeah, not civil,
but I hear that. But it's kind of like this unspoken law. How detrimental is it? Because you know, like now that COVID came, parents sort of like think, oh, that doesn't go on. Because even when last week I heard that a boy was stabbed, and once in a while you hear that stuff. You know, when you're going out, does it actually mask the time, or does it actually give you a sense of, okay, I know I've gone out, I need to be home by 10 o'clock because I don't want to be somewhere? How would you gauge that?
For me, because like my parents, when they tell me to be home at a time, I have to be there. If I say I'll be late or because of traffic or something, then I call them and tell them I'm not gonna make it in time because of the situation I'm in. But I feel like if I got...
What situation would you be in?
Let's say like late for traffic.
Oh, yeah.
But let's say if I went on my own way just to stay out for late, then you would not see me go out with my friends again for a while.
Well, but that's a punishment from your parents.
Yeah, of course.
No, but I'm asking about the postcode stuff. Does that actually impact
Yeah.
on, let's say that you know that when does these things start? How late does it start? This postcode thing is. It's gonna like, is it after 10? Is it 12?
To be honest, I think any time, but it's usually not more in broad daylight than you get more like when it's dark. You get more when it's dark and not broad daylight. Because I feel.
And then how would they approach you guys? Because I know in Rainham you wouldn't have that.
I
So,
have no idea what postcode rules mean.
oh, okay.
I don't know because I've never been approached, but I have.
The people, some of your friends that they've been approached.
I've been told by my friend because he lives in South London, and he said he must have been walking to his friend's house or something, and then some person walking in front of him, and he was just walking directly, you know, Nathan. Yeah, and then he walking directly, and then the guy put his hand in his jacket, so he had to just lift his hood up to pretend like he was scratching his forehead, and the guy just.
Why did he put his hand in his jacket?
Because he probably thought, because like Nathan's pretty tall, so he probably thought that he was a threat, or maybe in a rival gang or something like that.
On Saturday we spoke. He told us about the story, and then
Okay.
we were like, and then I said, yeah, I understand like what the guy was doing, because when he put his hand in his jacket, yeah,
Who put his hand in his jacket?
the like stranger,
The stranger put his hand in his pocket.
yeah, in his jacket pocket to
No,
like
not
kind of.
his own.
That's what I'm
own.
saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah.
that person, so probably he was feeling for a gun or something.
Yeah.
He's feeling for
A
something,
knife,
because
okay.
like Nathan, when he was wearing his headgear, I feel like
How old is Nathan?
He's same age as him.
yeah, but he's in year 9.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Hold up. Yes, go on.
Yeah, so like with his hood on, yeah, I think it was late, yeah, and he's black, yeah, tall, with designer jacket on, right? So the guy approaching him, yeah, him putting his own hand in his jacket pocket, yeah, maybe because like he's targeting a guy with the same clothing brand that Nathan has on, so like maybe I feel like it's because of the clothing brand. And then like let's say God forbid, but Nathan had got hurt by the guy, yeah, he would say, oh, mistaken identity because of the brand,
100%.
Yeah.
because of the brand.
100%. And this is what freaks me out. That you guys at the age of 13, like going out, because I always knew that, you know, you have problems with the police, you know, you police, because you guys, you're tall guys, so when somebody sees you, you don't even look your age. You see, because, I don't know, the moment people see black kids, automatically, they want the authorities want to actually sort of like, where you going and all that stuff. But for you to feel threatened by your own kind, which is a black person, how do you communicate that to your parents? Or you guys don't talk about it to your parents?
No, for me, I've spoken to my parents plenty of times about it. I feel like because now I'm older, I get to speak to my parents more about things that are worrying me, so it's easier, but not all of the stuff, you know what I mean? Like we sometimes try to keep stuff away because...
Let me tell you something. Don't do that. When you keep stuff away, you see, the funny thing is, I know as parents, we overreact.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's better you let us overreact than hide things from us. Because the reason why you say that is, it's kind of like with me, because I was really, really clued up on loads of stuff. When my kids are going somewhere, I'll take my car, I'll go with you. Even if you're going to a party, you're going to be late. When it's about 12, 11 o'clock, because I used to get an 11 curfew. If they're not with their friend, yeah, I will meet them up and pick them up and bring them home. Do you understand me? Because when you say that to your parents, at least you give your parent that sense of, wow, my kid is communicating with me. Because when you guys don't communicate with your parents, when something happens, even my kids, as grown as they are, when they go out, they'll text me, Mom, I'm here. You see, they'll say, oh, even if he's late, oh, Mom, I'm with my friend downstairs. Or, you know, the day that my son, they said there was that stabbing in 10 Park Lane, because he works in Thomas More, Wood Green.
Yeah.
He just said to me, Mom, I'm with my friend, because I looked at the time, he's supposed to be at home at least by 3 o'clock, about 4 o'clock, he's supposed to be at home. 5 o'clock, we weren't. Even when it's going to be late, he says, Mom, I'm going to go to the gym today. You see, you checking in with your parents doesn't mean that you are not just letting your parents know wherever you are, but you're giving that sense of assurity that when something happens, your parent can know, oh, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Why do you think you have to hide things from your parents?
Well, I've really never had to hide things because like of where we've been living. There's not been that many problems where I've felt like scared or like knowing that my friends have been on the dark side and then trying to bring it to me, and I felt scared. So I haven't had to hide that sort of situation from my parents. So I wouldn't really know what to say about that. Yeah.
Have you got friends that they do hide stuff from their parents? They feel that if I give my parents more information, they wouldn't let me go out, or you know that kind of. Because I mean, you guys are too young to even go anyway.
Yeah,
Seriously.
yeah, my parents.
Because with me, I remember my son. He's 23 now. Yeah. Okay. And I remember his birthday is on the 14th of. No, his birthday is the 15th of February. Yeah. And I remember when he was 17. And then he's like, "Oh, Mom, I'm going to go out." I goes, "Nope, your birthday is the 15th." And he had to add another year onto it. He never went anywhere because I said, and the thing is, when he was 17, he will go out, but he has to go with his friends.
Oh, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because, you see, I've walked them always to be in a pack. And I've told them, if there's a problem, and the problem is facing you that way, take the bus the other way. It don't matter. You know something? If your friend gets into a fight, leave your friend. Do not say that I'm having my... Don't even look at me sideways. If your friend gets himself into trouble, yeah? Like you see a group of guys and it goes to go, what you know what? Take the bus the other way. You will live to fight another day. Don't come and say I'm having my friends back. Because most of the time, the people that get hurt are the ones that are trying to split the fight.
Yeah.
Okay, now, as young black guys growing up in society, when do you see that there's a divide in terms of authority, you know, the unfairness? Because I know I was talking to a friend today, and she was talking to me about how they exclude, like, certain things, like the way you're saying that you joke around in class and all those stuff. Do you see that the punishment that's given to the Caucasian counterparts is different from you guys, Kwame? The reason why I keep coming at you is because you live in Raynham. So I'm trying to test how Raynham is, because, you know,
Well, I don't feel like the punishments. Alright, so the punishments are kind of leveled. I'll be real with that. But then the teachers are more like focusing themselves onto us. Like me, for instance, I know that 100% my teacher's always staring at me for some reason, like trying to make sure that I'm.
Where's your teacher from?
I have mixed teachers.
Okay.
But
the one that stares at you, or most of them stare at you.
Yeah, most of them stare at
It
me.
could be your afro, but keep that. Yeah. You got your high top, so probably you're just fascinated by it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I know that they're always like staring at me, and not just me, myself, my black friends.
Yeah.
All the black people in the class, they're kind of like trying to stare at them, because I don't know why, but they do. So like I feel like they're just the punishments. Okay, they're leveled, but then they're targeting us more often.
You know when somebody stares at you, because if somebody's looking at you, to me it makes me self-conscious.
Yeah.
What does it make you feel like?
Well, me personally, it makes me angered, because I know that they're trying to catch me out doing something wrong, so that they have an excuse to like
punish you.
Yeah, take me out or something like that. But then that's literally just how I feel. I feel angered.
Do you feel? Sorry, I'm not leaving you out. The reason why I find it so curious is because the only reason why I will stare at somebody is if I feel that they look strange.
Yeah.
You understand me? So because you can't. It's like when seeing a big spot on somebody's nose. It's like you can't look away from it, isn't it? So if a teacher stares at you, as you say, they're trying to sort of like trip you up for you to do something, and then sort of like get you and said, "Oh yeah." Do you communicate that? I keep asking, do you communicate that to your parents? Oh, you don't? You just feel that it's one of those things because now you're used to it?
At first, in year 7, I did have a black teacher who did do that.
A black teacher?
Yeah.
So that means that they might probably say that, is he a male or female?
Male.
Okay.
I felt like he was just making sure that as a black kid, I wasn't going too far to get too much in trouble. But at the same time, he was just staring at me too much. I did talk to my parents about that, because I felt like even though if you are trying to make sure that I don't go too south side or something like that bad, yeah, I feel like you shouldn't be staring at me too much.
100%.
And like targeting me.
100%.
Because it still doesn't feel comfortable no matter what race.
Which is true.
So I did talk to my parents about that. They went to school, told the people there that I wasn't feeling comfortable with him targeting me too much. Because in his class, we were doing a science experiment, and we were using beakers and the gas thingy. I haven't done an experiment.
The
in so long.
the Bunsen burner.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we were using that, and me and my partner Tiago, he put the beaker on the edge of the table, yeah, and I was trying to like put the Bunsen burner pipe thingy into the gas thing.
Yeah.
So then it didn't go all the way in, and then we had to take it back out. So I was trying to take it back out, right? So I was pulling hard, yeah. I was on this side of the table, and
That
the
Tiago, yeah, the beaker in it, yeah.
Tiago was
Bunsen
there.
burner, yeah.
So then I pulled it out, yeah. But then because it was stuck too hard, and I used a lot of force pulling it out,
yeah.
I can't. My
Your
arms went.
elbow, yeah.
I knocked the beaker, and then I was the one in trouble, and he excluded me from practicals for year 7.
Hang on a sec. The person that put it at the edge
Yeah.
did not get into trouble. But you that you were trying to.
Pull out the Bunsen burner thing. Yeah. Even though the teacher was black, but still.
And what was his explanation for that? Sorry, it's just that I just find it very, very unfair.
What was my explanation for? Or,
No, what is his explanation for him excluding you from practicals?
He said that I was being destructive in the practical and I wasn't being safe.
Okay. Junior, sorry, I've got lots of things to say about it, but or else I'll be sitting with you and then forgetting about you. Yeah, Junior, have you ever had that experience that you're in class? I know that you live in a predominantly black area, so it will be difficult for a white teacher to be staring at you.
Yeah.
But what experiences have you had with your teachers and stuff?
Like for my teachers, they're mostly Caucasian, so
Yeah.
I don't really see them staring at me or doing something unless it's like playground.
Or probably you're not paying attention.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yes.
But if someone's staring at me, I don't take too much notice of it because it's like someone's staring at me, then I can't do anything to make them change their way they're looking.
Do you feel unfairly treated? You've got your peers.
Yeah.
Do you feel that they get, comparative to their white counterparts, that they get unfairly treated in class? Because you guys are younger. That's the reason why I say that is you guys are growing up. And as you're growing up, how somebody treats you shapes how you respond to that person. How does it affect your peers?
I don't really know, but I feel like it affects them in some way. In some way that to know.
Do you guys, pardon me, do you guys discuss that?
No,
You don't?
Not really. I feel that because we don't take too much notice of it. We don't really focus too much on that situation. We just get on with our lives. So yeah.
But you guys are too young to be saying that you're getting on with your life. Because looking at this, because when you're saying this, because you're in Raynham and all that stuff, anyway, that area is a little bit prejudicial, kind of like racist, basically.
Yeah.
They are. What is it, because I know when you're in Hackney, yes, and you're walking around, do you have more problems with authority figures than you have, or have you not had an experience with the police or anything? You've not been stalked, with your friends?
I've had one experience with the police.
Okay.
But it's because that we were just like a group just waiting at like the bus stop, and then like 3 police officers just come and approach us.
Hang on a sec, you're at a bus stop,
At-
waiting for a bus.
Wait for a bus.
What were you supposed to do at the bus stop? Okay, go on.
Like they just start asking us questions.
About?
One of them asked what year we're in. So
Okay.
we just said yeah, and then after it said the bus stop was in front of a school.
Okay.
Another school. And they said, are you in these school? Like, are you people from the other school? And are you okay? Are you fighting or something? I'm like, I was so confused when they asked us that question because we're just waiting at a bus stop. We haven't had a problem with anyone. They just come and approach us.
Why were you guys having a loud conversation? What was it?
No, it wasn't. It was just jokes. It was just like just talking, laughing, and just doing our normal stuff.
Kind of like just playing
Yeah,
around.
playing around.
And then they're asking you this. And then what did you guys say?
To be honest, we just said no. That's it. When
So
they
it's like
asked-
everybody just went quiet.
Yeah, everyone just said no. That's it. When they asked, are we beefing another school? We said no, and then just walked off.
But why would they? Because the only reason why an authority is supposed to approach you is when they see that there's a problem.
Yeah.
Or they feel that somebody's in distress. You see, because that could have gone another way. I think the reason why they actually stopped was they realized that you guys were proper minors. Because if you were 16, 17, They would have started searching you guys. They would have started saying that you guys talked to me in a rude way, and that would have gone left. You know, sometimes when somebody says being black, because you guys are still growing up, so you've not reached that point, but you're getting there. When somebody discriminates against you, it's no sort of like it's in your head. Do you accept that terminology?
I don't really think like that. You know, I feel like I'm a positive person. I don't really feel like someone's discriminating unless it's actually visible that they actually do it to me. So I feel like because he lives in radio, it's more common there than you get here, because when you see multi-diverse people coming from different backgrounds, so there's rarely a problem that you see. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think on that?
Yeah, when it comes to discrimination, let's say I know that my friend groups, right? Someone gets discriminated or something like that, made fun of because of certain things.
Who would discriminate against them? Is there another culture, another race?
Another culture
Okay.
and race and all of that. Let's say, let's use color now. A white person discriminates a black person, yeah? I know that they won't keep it in their heads for long before they start saying it around and like going up to
That's
the
in
person.
school or
in school.
outside? Go.
Because outside, outside is nothing. People just walk around. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. As I say, a white person discriminates a black person. A black person has his own friend group, right? And he starts telling them about what this white person has said bad about him, and then they go as a group together to go confront the white person, right? That's what I feel like happens. It's happened in my year with me and everything like that. I've experienced it firsthand.
What made the person discriminate against? What made a white person discriminate against a black person? Incident.
I feel like it was either because they were at odds with each other, or because he was just trying to be funny in his friend group. Because I know that if you're trying to be funny in your friend group, right, about someone, you kind of like bring that person into the conversation and start like targeting him. But then like one of your friends might just slip it out or something like that to get like you guys to beef each other so they can get something funny with him, sorry. And then like that's what kind of like stirs it up, and then yeah.
I know you guys are growing up, and I think from a younger age, because I know that my son had a friend that when he was in year 9, the brother used to sell drugs, so he used to take drugs to school, and then they caught him and they expelled him. Have you got any friends that sometimes it's like they do things, or you guys just play around? You've not got any friends that they do anything?
For me, we just play around. I don't know anyone.
How would you react if you had a friend that was doing that? Would you tell your parents? Would you sort of like, don't say it because you're on TV?
Yeah.
You tell your parents.
Maybe I don't know, because I haven't been in this situation. But I feel like if I'm underwhelmed, then I think I will. Yeah. But I wouldn't. I'd just say a friend. I wouldn't really say the name or something like that. I'd just say a friend. That's it.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of all these knife and gun crime.
Yeah.
Have you known anybody that has been affected by that?
Well, yes, but not.
How old was he?
Not personally.
No, not you personally. Do you know anybody that was affected, sort of like in your age group kind of stuff?
Yeah, so many people.
At the age of, what age was this?
Like, they're not murdered, but they're friends of the person who's been murdered and all of that. So like 16, 17, or 15 and some, yeah.
How does that make you guys feel?
I feel like it's upsetting in a way, because someone that you could have lived to have a certain potential has now passed away because of something that they're not. That's something that they're portraying that they're not. Someone sees them that they think they're in a gang, and then all of a sudden everything just goes left. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to react. They don't know how to see or convince the person that they're not in a gang, because maybe they're not, or maybe they were, and maybe they just slipped off and then something's happened.
Well, I've only heard about knife crimes and stuff like that on the TV. Never first-hand experienced it. None of my friends, no one The only crime you could find in my area is a drunk guy at night time shouting or something like that, discriminating.
And normally it's the white counterparts, the
Ye-
Caucasian or the blacks that are drinking and screaming.
Oh, whites.
Oh, the whites.
Yeah,
Okay.
many pubs, many.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I don't really know what to say on that because personally, all I've heard about killings is the news. Never like had a friend who's had a friend who's had a friend who's been in it. Never. So I don't really know what to say about that. But
Okay, I'm going to switch the question.
Yeah.
When you guys are growing up, what do you want to aspire to be?
Me, I want to be like an engineer or
Okay.
do something in the architectural type of sign of doing buildings, construction, by architects and doing lots of stuff.
Okay, I've got a friend that she's trying to set up a program because she's in construction.
Yeah.
Because she said most of all the black kids, most of all the white children, when they go into construction, is inherited.
Yeah.
Is inherited because like their grandparents or their great grandparents did it and they handed it generation. So she wants to set up something that would be for the black community. So what I'll do is I would give your number to her because she's trying to set up a program for the youth, and then I'll give it to you so that you can even start an apprenticeship on that thing because if that's where your dreams are. What about you?
well, music is a hobby, but I'm still trying to like perfect it and get better, way better at it. Yeah. So that like as a side thing, I can be helping people. Like, cause many people. Let's start off with like people who go to church. Yeah. Let's say in their church they don't have like activities, like young kids, they don't have the activities in the church. Yeah. They can start like going off bad. So like they need more activities in the church, and like as I said, playing piano, I could like teach some of them, bring them in. So I'm trying to get that
So
better.
Scott
so that-
just sort of like start a mentorship music program whereby you can get the youth into it
yeah.
by using their skill set.
And if I was to get a job, I would want to chill one like banking or accounting, cause
Okay, why?
yeah. Well, honestly, don't know the reason why. I just feel like it's something I could do really good. Yeah, and I would feel comfortable and good doing it.
Okay, it's not the, you know, it really, sometimes you guys can aspire to a lot, you understand, when you're young. I know down the line you change what you want to do,
That's true.
okay, what you want to do, because today you can say that you want to be an accountant and then something sort of like, you can shift your ideas.
Yeah.
What are the skill sets that you have that you believe that like when you want to go to uni, because you can decide that I will do another skill set whereby, you know, when you've got like plumbers, you've got all those stuff, those are skill jobs that they even more, they get more monies than all those stuff. What skill sets do you have that you can add to what you have?
Me, I learn stuff really quickly. So if
So you're a fast learner.
yeah, I'm a fast learner. So if I was, let's say, if I went down the accounting path and I was being mentored or doing apprenticeship and being taught how to do accounting, if I like it, I'll quickly learn up the pace. But even if I don't like it, it'll be a bit slow, but it will still be quick for me to learn as well.
But you know what you want to do, your passion, yeah?
Yeah, but I've got multiple. I've got so much.
Okay.
So I've even got hobbies that fall into passions. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When you were growing up, who were the people that you saw as your idols, besides your parents?
Footballers, like people.
What would a footballer do that would make you feel that?
I think being a person who's from Britain, I think everyone loves football. Even when they're a young age, everyone plays football. Everyone thinks they're good at football. And then when you realize you're not as good as other people tend to be, like me, then you realize you fall behind and find something else. Like for me, with that football, then I realized I wasn't as good as some people. But then I found out I was really good at basketball, so I started playing basketball more.
Okay, so you play basketball
Yeah.
now. Okay, who were your idols?
Well, to be real with you, I never really had an idol because, like I said, started off young playing piano. Yeah, my dad kind of like pulled me into playing piano, and I've only been playing piano for the church. So my hobbies have been something I've kept like they're on a scale, right? Piano, play it more, less. hobbies
yeah.
down here. So like my idols, even I don't know many people in like basketball, football, anything like that. Even if I've heard them, I don't know them. So that when people are talking about them, I'm really quiet about it because I don't know anything. So like I don't really have an idol because of that. My piano weighs more than this.
Okay. I know you guys go to church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you, what, you know your spirituality, does it navigate you? How do you use that? Because I know you're very young.
Yeah.
So how would you guys navigate that?
Well, I feel like because of church, right, my hobbies aren't as like, they aren't pushing us forward as my piano skills are. Because like I said, gospel was because of church, right? Yeah, learning gospel and stuff like that. And hobbies, many sports and things, as a young boy, many sports and things are kind of like after Saturdays, after church events, after Saturdays and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Many of the trainings and stuff like that are like that. That's why, personally, as I've been growing up, I haven't had the experience of going out to practice or play or any of my hobbies because my parents are trying to like make sure that I don't start leaving church, skipping it and stuff like that. So I feel like my spiritualism is a bit higher. Yeah.
I think me, I'm seen as unserious. Even myself, I see myself as unserious. But
When you say unserious, in what sense?
like, I tend to get distracted easily as well.
Okay.
So if someone was like, you have to focus, I'll focus on doing something particular. But after a while, if I get bored of it, then I just tend to drift away and be distracted by something else. But I think with church and spirituality, over the time, even us being at home, I've been really trying to work on my relationship with God and seeing how He's actually helped me throughout my time, me developing as a character, being me. So yeah.
When you say your character, in what sense?
So like, it's helped me be
organized.
yeah, be a bit more sensible than I was before. Find different, like, because me being unserious, I didn't think I'll be.
But you're young.
Yeah,
you
I know.
don't need to be serious.
Yeah.
No. The reason why I say that is when you're young, you've got the freedom to live your life as a youth.
Yeah.
You see, you don't know, because you've got a lot of time to be serious.
Yeah.
That life is gonna beat you down. You see, because I know parents will be saying, how dare you say that to the kids? But that's life. What I'm trying to figure out in all this is, when you look at your spirituality, both of you, when you look at your spirituality, before you make a decision or anything, do you sort of like pray on it? What do you do?
For me.
Or you just, yeah, go on.
For me, I sometimes I pray on it, but it's only if I feel like it. If I feel like God's given me something to do, I don't always do it, but it's mostly 70 to 30% I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Kwame?
Sometimes I will pray, but is only when I feel like I really need help. If I feel like I can handle it, I don't pray, but like, yeah.
Okay. You know, we're growing up here.
Yeah.
We've got our own cultures, which is African cultures.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you insert that in your life? Or do you think your thinking pattern is supposed to be different? But the reason I say that is, me and my cousin were saying this today, that in the African culture, it's like when you're talking to your parents, or your parents are saying something, even when they are wrong,
Yeah.
they expect you to accept that. You don't have to look at your dad, yeah. It's kind of like you're supposed to obey me, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Even if your parent is wrong, do you sometimes challenge it or you don't?
Yeah, I always challenge my parents.
Okay, me too.
Yeah.
Sorry. I always think.
When it's like, even if I know the thing and they're not gonna back off, then I back off because I don't want them to.
Okay, so when you back off, doesn't mean you've accepted it or you just
No,
you just don't want to rock the boat.
Yeah, I just want to rock the boat. I know that I'm right, but if I know that they're gonna keep coming back and start fighting more, then I'm gonna stop, because then after I just don't want them to get mad at me and do it, like, yeah. So
That's what I really don't care very much. But you, what about you, Kwabi?
When I was younger,
Yes.
I did try that, but then
What did you try?
like talking back and yeah, because
It wasn't so called talking back, but
But
trying to let them hear you, basically.
yeah, because they were wrong and things like that. I did try that, but then it
You got punished, didn't it?
Yeah, I'll get punished either because I was wrong.
Oh, you were wrong then.
Yeah, I was
so you
wrong.
were just arguing blindly.
Yeah,
Then you're different from me. As for me, most of the time I am right, but
Yeah.
it was either because of that
Yeah.
or because thingy I shouldn't be doing that in the tone.
Yeah.
And nowadays when I argue with my mum, it's out of pure jokes and I can like.
Do you argue or you debate? Because is it arguments? I would say that the reason why I use the word debate, yeah, is when you argue. Argue seems a bit disrespectful.
Yeah.
Because when you debate, I always say that there's certain conversations that or debates that I have with my friends that will still turn around and agree to disagree. I don't necessarily you see the thing is when you're trying to I always say that I debate, not argue, to make my point. So you might not agree with me, but I'm not going to force you to agree with me. I'm just giving you my point of view. So you can turn back and say, okay, still, I don't agree with you, so you agree to disagree. So with your parent, you don't argue. It's like you're just trying to give them your perspective.
yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to let them hear
yeah.
us.
Yeah, your perspective. But it's just that, and the thing is, one thing that they forget is when they don't listen to you. That's why some of your friends go to their friends to go and talk to them. Because parents miss out. Because if somebody's talking to like their parent and the parent is not listening, or the parent feels, oh, how dare you know this and all that stuff, is it because when you guys are growing up, you guys are in an environment that's very, very different
Yeah.
from when like we were younger, whereby things because you got social media, you got loads of stuff that you were like exposed to, that the things that you know at your age, that even when we were past our 20s, we didn't know. Do you sometimes come here smiling? Do you normally communicate that, or you guys just let your parents live in their ignorance?
Like, for me, I know, like, because I know some certain things that my parents don't know. But I feel like if it's culture, it's like because they've been brought up in that sense that they have to have that. They feel like they have that ignorance. So
They feel
no, not they feel, but they do have that ignorance.
they don't have that ignorance. They have that protection.
Protection, okay. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
because they feel, because when you say, trust me, I can see, you say, because we feel that protecting you or ignoring it makes it seem as if you guys are not aware of what is out there.
Yeah.
Is it? Do you think that talking to us or communicating to us about it, how would that make you guys feel? Do you feel that your parents would not trust you, or what do you think that would be like?
I feel like my parents would not trust me by myself.
Okay, because of the things you know,
Yeah.
that they don't know you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear that. You know why I say that? Because there were loads of things that I always say that I knew and I did, yeah, as a female. That if my parents knew, my parents would have died years before the time they died. They understand me. And the reason why probably is like you had friends and you confided in friends and you did all those stuff. You guys are growing up.
Yeah.
And I believe that you guys have to start a pattern whereby if it's your dad that you feel that you can talk to, take him and say, Dad, you know, or Mom, you know, don't freak out. This is what it is. I want your guidance. I don't want your judgment. I think you guys should start that. And the reason why I say that is when you start that, it makes your parents become aware of what you guys know and what not to hide from you.
Yeah.
Is it? And sometimes it structures you in making certain decisions by choosing your friends. Do you think that is fair?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Same here.
Now, when you guys choose your friends, how do you choose your friends?
I think we just fall into it, like we just become friends naturally. It just falls in like that. I don't think we just choose friends. I don't think we just pick someone and say you'll be my friend. We just hang around each other, see if we fit or not, then it just falls into that the natural environment, see how it works together.
Because I know friends that they break up
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it becomes very, very,
toxic.
very toxic. Have you ever been in that situation? No?
I don't think I have.
You don't think you have? So,
I feel, but I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like you purposely, it's kind of like you just grow up.
Yeah, yeah.
And you just decide that, it's not like a decision, it's something that naturally happens.
Yeah.
Have you been in that before, that situation before?
I have not, no. I haven't.
What are the things that when you're looking at life would inspire you? Like to do anything?
When I see them doing it and they're having fun and they're like chill and just enjoying it, that's kind of like what inspires me.
Oh, okay.
I agree with him.
Now, when you're growing up, when you're going to study, what would you be angling towards? Because one thing that I advise you guys seriously is go for money. When I say go for money, make sure that you empower yourself with a career that would bring you money. Because when you're economically strong,
Yeah.
you have the power to change things. What are the things that you feel that if you're going to go for a career, like when you're going to uni now, because I know you guys, you've not got to the stage you're going to college and all those stuff. What are the things that you're looking towards?
I think big figures, people who have made it successfully and are giving you advice. Let's
So you want mentors?
yeah, I got that mentors as well. But I also like to see people who have made it and they just do YouTube videos, or you watch through YouTube how to do something or how to fall in the line they have, and you take inspiration from them. You try to build up to be better than them, and then you look at the pros and cons that they have, and then you try work on the cons that they have, and then you just evaluate on the pros that they have.
What are you calling?
Well, when I wanna like
You know the reason why I keep coming to you, I find it so fascinating that you want to go into classical music. And no, it's not even funny. No, I applaud you. No, the reason why I say that is, you see, I don't make light of somebody that wants to go a different direction.
Yeah.
Because when he said music, I'm still going to repeat myself. After I wanted to be the next Dr. Dre or P. Diddy, or is it Pop Daddy now?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. After he wanted to be the next Jay-Z, you know when he said music.
yeah.
But you going into classical music, is it that would really make you stand out?
Yeah.
That will make you unique.
Especially
Is it-
this like generation.
Exactly.
Where like, everyone's just based off one type of like
Yes.
genre and everything.
What is it like? You know when you started thinking about it, how did you feel? Was it something that did you sort of like when it was suggested? Did you throw yourself in it, or did you just decide that I'll think about it and then see how it goes?
Yeah, I was like trying to balance it out with like what I listen to personally and what I like here, with what she introduced me to, my teacher, what she introduced me to, and what she's trying to get me to get better at, because like I know that everyone around me, like our type of like favorite songs and all of that, they're kind of like the same, literally just beats in the background while someone's just rapping or something like that. But then what she showed me was different, and I haven't listened to classical music ever in my life until she started teaching me.
Okay.
So then I was like, that's nice, I might want to try something like that more than whatever's going on this side.
Okay, both of you, when was the last time you went to Ghana?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Did you like it when you went to Ghana?
Loved it.
What about you?
Never.
You never been to Ghana? Why?
I don't know. But I feel I will go soon. I will go really soon.
You need to go.
When you went, what really made you love Ghana?
Food. I'll be real.
What about the culture though?
Well, I'll be real with you. It's the food.
Is it food? You know, when you guys go to Ghana, let your parents take you around. Let your parents. I know we've only got less than 10 minutes now. Yeah, but when you guys, I want you guys to invest yourselves in Ghana. Do you understand? The reason why I say that is, you're here. There is so much in Ghana that is for the youth now. Because I've got loads of friends that, not like the way you want to start a business and do all these stuff. There are loads of things that goes on in Ghana. And I feel, because as a 13-year-old, you or 14, you think, oh, what am I going to do in Ghana? But you go in there, gives you another avenue of what you can actually bring to the culture. You see, because when you're black, your roots are in Ghana.
Yeah.
The only thing is you don't deal with family. That's what I'm not even gonna lie. You go, you don't deal with them. But one of the things too that I want you guys to know is being African and being Ghanaian is the greatest pride that you guys can have as a black person. You know your roots, you know your ancestors. Do you understand me? And I feel knowing who you are empowers you.
Yeah.
You see, because you get those Americans that they go around and they say, "No, I've got Ghanaian, this one." So you know who you are, and I feel that is brilliant. And you know, this is the first time I've got 2 young guys on my show, and I am so proud of how intelligent you guys are. And every time before I finish my show, I always say this: Omega Live TV is one of the TV stations. We're in London, because I know people will say, "Oh, are you in Ghana?" No, we're in London. We are in Wood Street, as is one of these TV stations that gives you the black use the platform to have a voice. Do you understand? Because in the next couple of, I don't know when, I still want to see your progress. Do you understand? Because you classical music, seriously, I'm going to be really, really intrigued by you. Junior, can you give us like your t-shirt, where they can find you?
So you can find me on Instagram. It's little1_clothing. little1_clothing. And then I do have a website. We have to access it through the Instagram.
Okay, so you have to access it through Instagram. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Because sometimes in our culture or in our society, the young people are not even looked into. But with me, I feel that you are the future. You're the future leaders, regardless of how people will sort of like see you. So you guys being there is so astronomical, and I am so proud that you guys are going to be so magnificent. And for you having that platform, this gives me joy, seriously. And I'm so proud of you guys. And the way they see you is not how you are. You see, and sometimes I look at it and I'm thinking, God, thank you for you guys. And never let anybody feel or let you know or feel that you are less than who you are. Because being black does not diminish you. It actually empowers you. Yes? So with me now, I'm still waiting for a producer to come. But at the end of the day, seriously, Omega Live TV, I want to thank my producer. Yes. Have a lovely evening. Bye. How was it?
It was good.